Why is your baby waking for hours in the night? They will not go back to sleep. My name's Ruth, I'm health visitor in England. Let's discuss how to stop this, or why they're doing it. First things first, I have a £5 guide. The link is in my bio and it will teach you how to help your baby fall asleep independently, hoping that they do then longer stretches throughout the night. The reviews speak for themselves, but let's get into why they're waking for hours and hours in the night. There are two reasons. One, they've got low sleep pressure, so they had too much daytime sleep or not enough wake time throughout the day. It's also worth mentioning I'm discussing this beyond 4 months, once they've already gone through the 4-month change in their brain, the sleep regression we like to call it. Actually, they require less sleep throughout the day than we think, and undertiredness tends to be the biggest culprit for impacting nighttime sleep. In my guide, I have a list of a very rough guideline of how many nap gaps I expect that baby to be having, or how many naps. So please do take a look at that. Equally, if you want me to do a video on that, then please write that in the comments. The other culprit can be development. And this one, unfortunately, is completely out of your control. We'll get back to what to do with undertiredness in a minute. But with development, if this is a new behaviour that you're seeing and you think they're likely around the age of starting to roll, walk, crawl, maybe start talking, maybe something clicks in the brain and they start to feel a little bit older or sitting up, they can impact nighttime sleep and they can cause them to wake up. Their brain is overactive and it's, learning a new skill. That can impact nighttime sleep. And unfortunately, that just passes on its own. With undertiredness, what we need to be doing is making sure they're having enough wake time in between each nap. I'm going to give you an example, a rough example. Like I said, this is all in my guide, but some babies have high sleep needs, some babies have low sleep needs. Some babies can wake up at 5, 6 p.m, go back to sleep at 8 p.m, do a good night's sleep, whereas others, they need to be up by 2 p.m, because otherwise they're not going back down till 7 p.m. So a rough guideline for a 6-month-old may be, we're going to start off with small awake windows in the morning. So the wake window is the time in between naps. They wake up from their nighttime sleep at 7 a.m. We pray, that's a lovely time to wake up. 2 hours later, first nap. 3 hours later, next nap. 4 hours later, bedtime. That longer chunk of sleep, particularly closer to bedtime, is going to really help build that sleep pressure up, and that's what we want. We don't want them to be too undertired and their sleep tank be, halfway full. We want it as depleted as much as possible. It's worth noting, when they've just reached 6 months, if they find that 4-hour nap gap too long, you can offer a 5 or 10 minute little cat nap to bridge that gap. That 5 or 10 minutes isn't going to impact their nighttime sleep. The length of the nap isn't as important as the wake time in between. Of course, if they're having hours and hours throughout the day, then we may be seeing later at bedtimes in the evening. It's also worth noting, we're obsessed, I am as a mother, I want my evening, but we're obsessed with 6 and 7 p.m. bedtimes. Some babies only need 9 or 10 hours of nighttime sleep. So if you're putting them down at 6 p.m. and then they're waking, say 4 or 5 a.m, that may be where their tank is nice and full now. So it's about playing around with bedtimes, it's about playing around with those nap gaps. Please take a look at my guide. It's got so much more information, and ask any questions in the comments.